ride with the wind over hill, over dale, with a spirit that cannot fail, and a Zorro are we. We ride with the wind as we go side by side, with a song ringing far and wide, and a Zorro are we. We ride.
Manuel, we've been tricked. Unmask that man. We'll have a double execution.
Stand still. The execution will come later. Load my pistol.
Break down that dike. Come back.
This air pocket's kept the water from rising any higher. The Legion's coming. We'll have to swim for it. Yeah.
Did you see Don Doloro?
No.
You know now that Don Doloro would kill you if he could. You ought to be willing to help us. Who is Don Doloro? We could leave you here, you know.
No. All right, I'll tell you. I owe him nothing now. Don Doloro is... After him, men!
How are we going to report this to the council? We'll see to it that Manuel's body is found. Too bad. Another minute and we'd have learned the true identity of Don Doloro.
Then the secret of Don Del Oro's identity died with Manuel.
Now it only remains for us to convince our fellow counselors that Manuel was Don Del Oro. I can't tell you where Manuel is, but I can assure you he's miles away by now. I've always suspected him of being Don Del Oro. Now I feel sure of it.
What made you suspect him?
Think back over some of the events of the last few weeks. When the first gold train left for Mexico City, Manuel was in charge.
Golden Arrow. Don Del Oro. Yankees! Get back there!
Don Del Oro captured the gold. The entire command was wiped out, but Manuel escaped unharmed. When the next train was attacked, Manuel again came safely through the fighting, then deserted his command just before they reached the gorge, where Don Del Oro had expected to destroy them.
You can get through now, Sergeant. Take the gold to Mexico City. I'm going back and report to the council. On your way, men!
Get back to your horses and follow the gold train. Keep them in sight, but don't let them see you. I'm going to follow the Yankees. They may lead me to Don Del Oro.
Don't worry, Tarmac. Martinez here warned us, and we set a trap for the gold train at the pass.
This will stop the gold train right where we want it. Come on.
Here comes the gold train. Oh, we're just in time. Set your torch. Light it. Zorro! Look out!
Manuel must have known about the ambush ahead of time. I believe you're right.
Certainly sounds logical. Quite possible.
Only likely.
Gentlemen, I cannot agree with you. This is purely circumstantial evidence. And on that basis, Gonzalez is equally guilty. For instance, the day Diego and I were visiting the mine, Gonzalez was looking for a spy who had escaped. We were helping him search the tunnels.
Ramon and I can go this way, and you...
Tarmac!
Hold it! Don't shoot.
After them, after them!
Who is this man?
I don't know. I never saw him before.
Whoever he is, he was with Tarmac, so he must be one of Don Deloro's men. We'll have to guard him carefully.
My men can take care of him.
Thank you, but I think we should take him to the council at once for questioning.
But I had no idea those men were in the mine.
Even so, you must admit their presence there might easily be construed as evidence against you.
Governor, I protest. What is it?
The Commandante has been murdered.
Manuel.
Yes, sir. He was killed by this arrow.
Golden arrow.
Well, it's Don Deloro's arrow.
Well, Felipe, I'm afraid this spoils your theory about Manuel being Don Deloro.
Oh, yes, of course. However, he was probably one of Don Deloro's men.
He might have been. Do you know Gonzalez?
Why? Why, how would I know?
Since Don Deloro's men once used your mine for a hiding place, I thought you might know.
You insinuate that I am Don Deloro on the strength of such flimsy evidence? Gentlemen, this is becoming ridiculous. The next thing we know, someone will be accusing you of being Zorro.
Why, I believe I'd be flattered.
Perhaps such an accusation would not be so far wrong after all. Have Diego and Zorro ever been seen at the same time? Did you ever consider the fact that Zorro's activities began at exactly the same time Diego arrived here? Also, there's the strange coincidence of Zorro's attacking the mine just a few hours after Diego discovered Don Deloro's men were hiding there. Perhaps you can explain, Diego, how Zorro got that information so promptly.
Gentlemen, you embarrass me greatly. Well, Well, it's difficult to explain.
Undoubtedly. But you must make some explanation.
You're forcing me to violate a confidence. But if I must, I have met and talked with Zorro on several occasions.
Well, who is he?
I've never seen him without his mask.
When did you see him last?
This morning, just after Manuel was killed. Zorro was with him when he died.
Diego. Did Manuel tell him anything about Don DeLoro?
Yes.
What did he tell him? Speak up, man. What did he tell you?
Just before he died,